morning, everyone. Welcome to Tech Info channel. Today's video is I'm going to show you how you can utilize your iPhones. We buy an iPhone, we pay for a pretty good price. We pay a lot of money for that, but oftentimes, we don't really utilize our phone to a full, capability, a full capacity as for what we can do with the iPhone itself. So today's video is basically going to be I'll be covering these 7 steps, which I think is very useful for your iPhone, especially if you're an iPhone user. So first we go ahead and we clean up the old junk file and the stuff that we don't use, has been accumulated, for a long period of time. And now we go ahead and clean the cache file, and I'll show you step by step to how you can find your iPhone. It doesn't matter, if it is missing or laying somewhere around the house, or if you lose it, somebody stole it, how you can find it, and you can wipe out all the data, you can lock it, okay? We go through all these steps, and the fourth step is this is for people who have a poor, vision and who want to view the text in the iPhone in a more convenient, text font, which we can do that. And number five step is we create a shortcut. So basically, if you're working on these small iPhone screen, you don't want these. You want when you go to browser to open on a web page. If you don't want to keep going back to the browser, you can create a shortcut for that. That way, it is boom, it's right there on the screen. And the sixth step, how you can record a good quality, 60 frames per second, with your iPhone. That way, produce a good quality image as opposed to 27 or 30 frames per second. Now, by default, these settings are not enabled, so you manually have to go in there, configure it yourself, because the iPhone, when they send out these iPhone, by default they set it at 30 frames per second to save the phone storage and the sizes of the video when you record it. And we can do we can manually do that on our own to shoot in a better quality. And number seven, how you can reset your network setting, your format your phone. You want to do that when you have an issue with your network, or when you upgrade to your new phone, you want to hand out this old phone to somebody else, and you don't want them to acquire all your old data, old information on your iPhone. That's what you want to do, reset everything. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and begin with our first. We clean up all the junk file and use data, from our iPhone. So first things we go, let's jump into our iPhone screen, and then let's go to setting. Now there's an icon here, it's called setting. We'll click on that, and then we go to general. If you don't see there, just scroll down, you see general right there, you click on general, and then from there you will go to your iPhone storage. Now this is where you can view all your iPhone storage. It analyzes everything and lay out everything in order. So let's say in this case, now I have about, now it's trying to calculate the sizes of my phone storage. Let's just give it a few seconds until this thing's finish up. Now you see this allocation. Now the yellow one tell me I have a photo about this big of this entire chunk. Then I have about apps this much, and I have a message, blah blah blah, and these are the rest of the stuff. So first thing what we want to do is we want to go to the photo right here. If we click on photo, you will see iCloud photo, recently delete album, and review personal video, right? So recently delete album. That means if you're deleting something off your off your photo library in your iPhone, it's not deleted right away, all right? You have to delete it again to delete it permanently off your iPhone. The reason behind that is iPhone think, sometimes you might change your mind and you want to retrieve those photos back from the recycle bin. So that's why when you delete it, it doesn't delete right away. It just go and deposit it into the recycle bin. So But we don't want that. When we delete something, we want to delete it, permanently. So we go ahead and empty that and delete from this iPhone. You see, this will permanently delete the selected items. This action can be undone. Yeah, we want to go ahead and do that. And then let's give it a few seconds to finish deleted it. After that, we go review our personal video. Now you see my personal video is about 1.221 GIF. I don't even realize I took that much video, but I'll go over there and see all these video files. You want to select the one that you don't, you're not, it's not going to be useful to you anymore. So this video is about 232 megabits, and then so on, so on, so on. You want to go and search for find the video that you're not going to use it, or it's not useful to you anymore, you want to delete those, all right? See, these are the video and the sizes. If you want to delete, you just click on edit and then choose the video you want, and then you just hit delete. Delete at the top right here, and it will clear all this, sizes. It will make room for your future picture or video. Now we go back again. We go to messages right here. If you click on messenger, see, I have about 740 megabits photo and video attached file, in my phone. Now, these data here, what you see is the picture, the video that I sent to people, from this particular iPhone, from many, many years ago. Now, why would I want to keep all these video and photo, because some of my content might not even, be there anymore. So my contact person, I mean. So what you want to do, you click on large, review large storage, and delete all these pictures that you don't need anymore, because these are basically the picture that you send to people, to their phone, and over time, it accumulate and take your phone space. You don't want that. So you will click on edit, select all the picture, that you don't want it no more. Because see all these megabits there over time is gonna add up to a pretty good amount of file size. So you click delete, go back to message, go back again. Uh, as far as the phone storage, these two are the most concerned one, okay? And then we go back, no, not go back. You see the iCloud photo? Here, I disable my iCloud. You want to disable that because if you enable that, in the background, every picture that you take, every video that you take, your phone is going to be using your data to upload all these picture and video to iCloud. And you don't want that. You only want to upload these stuff when you're at home Wi-Fi. That way you're not compensating this uploading, data through your phone data rate. So I normally disable that, when I'm not home. You only want to do that, on Wi-Fi, because some of the file, the picture, video you take, during the day, that could be a pretty good site, especially if you're someone who oftentimes take a picture and video. But now we go back to general, and then we go to Safari. Now you go down to Safari. Now you're in general setting, and then go to Safari. Right here, you click on your Safari. This is the default browser which you can delete. Or what you can do, you can clear the cache. Now these cache, every time you open or you search something on Google, when you open on that link, it browses to this particular browser, Safari on the iPhone, since it is a default browser. Every time we browse to that browser, and over time, if you never delete it or clear your history and website data, such as cookie stuff, it's gonna build that over time. It's gonna build that a lot of cache. And you want to clear that. So click on clear history, and you will see clear will remove history, cookie, and other browsing data. Yes, I want to go ahead and clear that. All right. And then you want to go back to setting. Let's go back to home. Now, we already clean up the junk file and the data that we don't use, and we already clean our cache. Now we go to the third step and we find our iPhone. So to find your iPhone, the first thing you need to do, you need to enable Find My iPhone on your phone first. So to do that, we go back to our phone screen. We go to setting. We at the top, you will see your name right appear here. You click on your name. Go to iCloud. You see iCloud. Click on iCloud, and then you will scroll it down to Find My iPhone. You see this. This need to be on. If it is off, you won't be able to find your iPhone, right? This need to be on. And if you even want, you can even enable this. Basically, this would send your location. It will update your location as to where your phone's, where your phone is. Now, with this being enabled, we go ahead and open in the web browser. Uh, let's open a Chrome. From here, you would type in www.icloud.com, just like that here. www.icloud.com. You hit enter, and that will prompt you to put in your iPhone ID. So I'll go ahead and put in my iPhone ID. I put in my iPhone ID, and then it will prompt me to put in my iPhone password. So I put in my iPhone password. Now, if you never log into your iCloud on the browser before, it will probably ask you, hey, the Apple sent you a PIN code. You had to put in the PIN code, which you had to retrieve it from your phone. Basically, if you put in your iPhone account, if you're the first time never log into a browser, iCloud on your browser before, as soon as you put in your Apple ID, the the iCloud will send you a confirmation number on your phone. You get that, you look at that on your iPhone, that number, you have to plug it in here. That is only for the first timer. Basically, the iCloud is trying to uh, confirm that, hey, this ID is your device and you're the right person. It's just trying to initiate the authentication between you and the iCloud server, okay? Now, since I have logged in the past before, I don't have to go through that step before. And go ahead and click on enter. Now this is what you will be presented with, all right? These are all the default applications you can access on your browser. Now you will go to Find My iPhone. Click on your Find My iPhone. And then you see all the device there. That means if your iCloud account is connected to server device, you can click on here. You can see all these devices they are connected to. Now there's my phone. I will click on my phone and we find my iPhone. Hey, I'm right here. This phone right here. Let's say if my phone is missing, in the house, I can even try to ring it. If I click on ring, see that? It will ring the phone to me. Basically, it trying to send the ringing tone to my phone. It will alert me. That way, I know my phone is ringing, and I can find it easily. And I can even put it on lost modes. Whereas me, if somebody steal my phone, stole my phone, I can put it in a lost mode. They will never be able to get anything off that, and I can erase everything. I mean, on lost mode, they won't be able to reopen the phone again. No matter what they do, the iCloud company will lock it. Now erase. If I erase that, all the data in my iPhone will be wiped out. Okay. Now, if we are clear with that, we go back. And next, what we got? We got Find My iPhone, and we go to how to make our text appear larger. Okay, we do that. we go back to our phone. We go to our setting, and then we go to general. We go to accessibility right here, accessibility. Click on that. You see bold text, large text. You click on large text. You turn that on. Turn that on. And then you swipe this knob to the right. You can see this text appear larger. You see that? Now this is good if you have a poor vision and if you want to read something off the smartphone screen in a more convenient way, especially if you're on the airplane or if you're just trying to go through your free time, you want to read something, turn it on and you can see a pretty good font size on here. I'm good with default size, so I'm just gonna put it back to default. And if you want to make your text bold, you just turn this thing on. Remember, if you turn this on, your phone will restart so that it will put this into effect. In order to activate this, your phone will restart every time you turn it on and off, okay? Now, let's go ahead and create a shortcut. We go back to Safari, okay? Let's go to Safari on the browser. Let's say I want to, if you want to look at something on, the company website, I want to go to USPS. USPS, all right? That's the post office. I want to see what kind of service they offer. USPS, USPS.com. Click on that. And see how you kind of have to go to the browser and type in www.usps.com. Well, this is the kind of service they offer, and I want to see what kind of prices they have or what kind of stamp I can buy. I can click on the stamp right here. Click on that stamps. Oh, they have a bunch of different, stamp options. Now, I want to create a shortcut for this page so that next time if I want to go back in or look at it, I don't have to go to the browser and type in again. You can do that here. You click, you just tap on your screen. You will see the bottom tab appear right here. Hold on. You see this? Click on this arrow pointed up screen. Click on that. And then the bottom panel right here, you will see copy, print, add reading list. But you swipe left, you will see add to home screen. Now you click on that. Basically, we're gonna add this stamp screen or on home screen. So by stamp, you can just name it whatever you want. All right, delete or rename it, and then you just hit add. Now it created a shortcut right here on the screen. You see that right here? Next time, if you want to go to that page, you don't have to go there and you don't have to type in again, okay? Now let me delete that. All you got to do is click on this, tap on that. It will bring up that stamp screen. Boom, right there. Because you have created the shortcuts. All right, now we delete that. Oh, another thing, if you want to open server pages on the browser, you just click on that. And then the bottom right here, pages, you click on that, you add more pages here. You just keep clicking on that, add more pages if you want to search more stuff. And also if you want to go to private mode, you can click on this, go to private. It won't remember your history or cache. Especially you want to browse private if you want to, publish Wi-Fi, you want to browse everything private. Let's say you're Starbucks, Madonna, or any of those fast food, or anywhere you think, your security might be in concern, your phone security, you want to browse on private. All right. To browse private, you just click on your Safari, click on the two pages right here, click on browser, then it would take you private. It would take you to private browsing, and then you just click on this right here. Now, from now on, everything you search is gonna be private. All right. Okay. Now let's go to the next step is how we can record our video in a good quality. Now, Let's go back to our phone screen to record the stuff, the video in a good quality. Now you want to do that only in a very few occasions, all right? You don't want to enable this setting at all time. Only when you have a special occasion, such as like if you have a wedding ceremony, birthday, all those kind of special events. You want to enable, turn that on and shoot that good video, and then remember to turn it back on, to put it back to the default setting. All right. To do that, we go to our phone screen again, and let's go to our setting. All right, this is our setting. You go to our camera right here. Go to our camera. Now you will see record video. You see that right here? By default, it is 1080p and 30 frames per second. You click on that, and then you choose 1080p at 60 frames per second. Because 1080p HD high definition at 60 frames per second is going to be a lot smoother, but also it's going to take the file size is going to be a lot bigger, larger, and so that may again take up more space on your iPhone. That's one thing you need to be aware of. Okay, now look at the side with 720 p 30 frames per second in space saver is 60 megabit the file size, and this is 130 and 175. All right, so that's why you only want to do that in a very few occasions. You set this up, go take a good video, and remember to come back here and set it back to the default setting. Okay, let's go back to our presentation. Now, last thing is how you want to reset your network setting, and you can format your iPhone if you want to give it away to somebody. All right, so let's go back to our home screen. You click on settings, and you want to go to general. Go to general, all the way down. You will see reset right here. If your phone is having a hard time connecting a particular network, you can reset only that network. It won't affect your iPhone data or anything. All right. And if you want to reset everything, and if you want to erase everything, you erase everything from here on this setting. All right. You click on that, it will prompt you a confirmation. A document data are being uploaded to iCloud. Sure you want to erase all? If you want to erase now, erase everything. But I don't need to do that now. And the last thing that is kind of like a bonus that I would like to show everybody is if you're an iPhone user, go ahead and download this app called Cleaner. This is a very good app because it's gonna find all these duplicated photo, duplicate contact, within your phone, and it will merge them together so that you don't have a duplicate file that is kind of take up space. If you want to see how this app look like, just click on this and launch. This way you will be present with photo duplicate, contact cleaner, file cleanup, and you can also clean it through this step here. Let's say if you want, you can click on the photo duplicates, and you can clean up the content. This is a pretty cool app for app, iPhone. It will pretty much do everything like yourself. And of course, if you want to do more than that, it will require you to upgrade. So this is just pretty much all these apps, are how they're trying to get you into free stuff and then get you. But for your basic stuff, this way kind of help you, clean up some minor stuff. All right, guys, if you find this video helpful, please, leave comment below and hit the subscribe button. And anything you want to know in the future on, please leave a comment below and I'll try to make a video for that. All right, thank you. You have a good day. Bye-bye.